Oh my gosh. Okay, this is the first time I am doing this on this YouTube live. Let's see. I am testing. I wish I could turn off the camera. I don't know how to turn off the camera on here. I have no idea. I have no idea how to turn off this camera. Let's see. Just hey, say Salah. Salah, thank you for coming through. I'm trying to turn this camera off. I don't know. You don't have you don't have the access to this feature. I don't know. See, this is the first time I'm doing this on this raggedy. Hey, forever. This is the first time I'm doing this on this computer. Oh my gosh. Backed up the computer a little bit. Thank you for coming through forever. Hey, Cece. Girl, I just got home not too long ago. So I said, you know what? Let me try this. Hey, Orlando. Let me try this YouTube live stream before I chill out, and get some rest. Hey, Cutting Edge. Yeah, I got it on subscribers only. If people want to subscribe, they can. It's going to be for 5 minutes because, you get a lot of weirdos on this app. So I'm still trying to figure things out. You getting hungry again? Oh, Lord. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out something. I want to share something with you guys, but I guess I'm going to have to ask somebody that does these live streams on YouTube, like how to share a video. Um, that's what I need to know, how to share a video on here. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure it out because sometimes these YouTube live streams, they can help bring more people in. So yeah, I just thought, look, once I got in, took off everything, I said, well, let me try this and let me try this YouTube live thing. And then I said that, I just throw something back on so I could go live, and because I can't turn off the camera. So anyway, thank you so much for coming through. I need some lip gloss. Need to give me some lip gloss. Let's see. Um, hey Deborah, how are you? Give me some lip gloss. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I had to put some lip gloss on. I want to share something with y'all. I don't know if you guys seen it. Hey CKJ, how are you? Since I don't know how to do it on here, um, I was gonna share this story with you. A friend of mine, Denise, she had sent me this today, and I thought this was so crazy hearing this story. And it actually came out of Arlington, Texas, not too far from where I stay. And it's about this couple. These people, these couples out here are going crazy, man. I got this from Crime of Passion, and it is the Texas woman shoots ex at the barbershop over a breakup. Okay. So this is interesting. So I wish I could just share this, but like I said again, I just do not know how to. Let me see if I go because I don't want to. Okay, apply these. Okay, it's an overlay break. What is that? Let me see what this is. I don't know. Okay, overlay. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hey Martin. Hey Bolo. Yeah, I just throw something on. I had got I had hasn't well I just haven't got home for too long ago, and then I took off everything. Then I said, you know what? Let me go live and do a YouTube live because I've never did it on my computer, and I want to do this. I want to share this story with you guys. Um, Let me know if you guys can hear it. Let me see. Oh, you probably can't. Sorry, you probably can't hear it because let me get my earpods. See, I'm already I'm unorganized. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, Bolo, I'm glad you came through. Okay, let me see if I can play it now.
He was the real deal, the founder and CEO of Credit Champs, a credit repair company that was changing lives across Texas. William wasn't your typical businessman. He came from Kansas City, Missouri, graduated from Westport High School, but made North Texas his kingdom. His company, Credit Champs, wasn't just another business venture. It was his mission. Sunday, September 22nd, I'm going to be at the grand opening of the Empire Training Institute. Make sure I pull up the support and meet other people that's trying to win just like you. Let's go. William taught people how to fix their credit, how to build their financial future, how to become champions of their own destiny.
I've just started my whole business credit journey this January 2000.
Okay, fair use. Thank you so much. Copyright disclaimer under section 107. I'm sorry, I didn't even say all that. Hey, Riza, how are you? No earplugs needed. Okay. I'm glad you came through. Let me play.
But so much has transpired in such a small period of time. I just got my American Express business card, which I'm so excited about. A few other business cards. My business course has like literally shot up like so quickly, and access to business, other ways to get business funding. And this is all shouts out to my amazing business coach, Todd. Todd is amazing. He's a truth. His mentorship is literally going to get you to where you need to go. Like, he really cares about helping you, and that investment is nothing compared to where your business can go. And how much you can make from getting that access to that funding. Like, it's
so
he's
an entrepreneur. He helps get people credit right. So this is him getting in his new vehicle. I don't know if you guys can see it.
William was passionate about helping people avoid the mistakes that could ruin their financial future.
Do not buy a CPN. Instead, use that money to invest into credit repair. We can remove an eviction off your credit report so that you can go get approved for a house or apartment in your own name. Let's go.
He was known around town, popular, respected. His luxurious lifestyle showed on social media. Recent trips to Miami, expensive cars, designer clothes. But more than the flashy lifestyle, William was known as a mentor, a teacher, someone who genuinely cared about lifting others up. And in his personal life, William had found love with Timon Michelle Williams. She was 37, ambitious, and they seemed perfect together. They even had a beautiful child together, a son who was the light of William's life. Timon wasn't just his girlfriend.
Hey, Don.
She was involved in his business world, too. Their relationship looked solid from the outside. But something was changing. Something dark was brewing beneath the surface that nobody could see coming. William and Timon's relationship started hitting rough patches. The successful business empire William had built, the respect he commanded in the community, the financial freedom he enjoyed, none of it could fix what was broken between them. After some irreconcilable differences, William made a decision that would change everything. He called Timon. The conversation was short, direct, and devastating. William told her he was no longer interested in continuing their relationship. It was over. But Timon wasn't having it. She wasn't ready to let go. What started as a conversation became messy, very messy. William tried to move on with his life. He had a business to run, people depending on him, a son to think about. In his mind, the relationship was over and it was time to focus on the future. He even started seeing someone new. William thought he could just close that chapter and start fresh, but Timoni had other plans. The breakup had hit her hard, really hard. While William was moving forward, Timon was spiraling backward. She couldn't accept that the man she loved, the father of her child, the person she had built dreams with, was just walking away. The thought of him being happy with someone else was eating her alive.
So what do you guys think happened? What do you guys think happened? Well, to make the long story short, okay, this gentleman was at the barber shop, you know, getting groomed from his barber. And as he was, sitting there, you know, um, the young lady came in and she shot him multiple times. Okay. And when she shot him multiple times, she left the barbershop. When she left the barbershop, she went home and guess what she did? She unalived herself. Yeah, she unalived herself. So now her 11-year-old son doesn't have a father, and her 11-year-old son doesn't have a mother. Okay. So this is really sad because I would say, as human beings, we have to learn to let go. You know what I'm saying? Letting go is sometimes difficult when we're in relationships and we love people and they've moved on and they're doing their own thing. We have to know when to like just go our own separate ways. um a lot of times people have they have attachment problems, you know what I'm saying? And hey, action, they have attachment problems. And when their loved one decides, you know what, I don't want you anymore. And people have that choice. They can choose to either be with you or they can choose not to. And you have to know, hey, realist, you have to know, okay, well, hey, go on about your way. You know what I'm saying? Why did she think it was okay for her to take this man's life just because he didn't want to be with her anymore? Like I have been, when you have things that happen, relationships that don't work out, of course you're sad. You know what I'm saying? Of course you wish some things would have worked out differently. But at the end of the day, you have another opportunity to maybe meet somebody else, right? That might be good for you, And so this person didn't even think, she didn't think about not only herself, she didn't even think about her own son, her own flesh and blood. You know what I'm saying? So how selfish and how crazy can people be? A lot of the times you men got to be careful because some women look normal, they act normal, they might be the bad bee, or they might be the woman that you think is the woman of your dreams, but you don't know where this woman is mentally. Like mentally, you could be dealing with a nutcase that can't let go. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say you men, just like us women, we have to be careful. You men have to be careful as well. Um, and people definitely have some mental issues. How you doing? I think you knew. Um, Says HTZ. Thank you for coming through. Right. She definitely had mental issues. She had some mental issues. Something was going on. So I did put the link up on my community wall. So if anybody would like to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Like I said, I was just testing it and seeing like because this is my like I said, this is my very first time on this what do you call this YouTube live thing on my live stream on my computer. I usually do it on this phone here because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure this out. Hey, Go Mal, I wish that I could really I want to take take this camera off. That's what I really want to do. Um, but hey, sweet Rita, but you're more than welcome to hit the link if you want to come up. I welcome anybody that has a decency and can carry a conversation. Rock out, Selena. I wish you know what? Nah, I don't need no Don Julio. You know, the last the last time I had Don Julio, I was tripping, man. I'm talking about I don't even want to talk about it, but it was a night to a night to remember when I had the Don Julio. But I'm still really lit from earlier today. But do you remember that forever? The link you said. Oh yeah, you can hit the link. Um, Orlando, you remember too? Oh my gosh, I was so ashamed. But then, I realized it could have been worse. Shout out to Duke Farrell that calls me and is like, Selena, get off the camera, get off the camera. So I'm glad that he did that so I wouldn't be looking even more crazier. Oh, thank you. Cause hey, Juicy Fruit, good to see you. I haven't seen you in a minute, girl. Yeah, y'all. If you want to come up now, I'm trying to think. I got some Ciroc. I should have got some Don Julio while I was out. Sometimes that Don Julio it loosens you up. You won't like when you hey D Price when you don't have when I don't already like being on camera too much, but that Don Julio it loosens you up and you just hey whatever and I'm like, I need something to loosen me up, but I'm trying to do something new. Like, hey, Carl, I'm trying to get a new group of people coming in to look at my content. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, the Mo3 sector. I didn't know you was in the Mo3 sector. Okay. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. You said me and my wife. Oh my God, D Price. I wish I had some Don Julio. Let me go. Look. Let me go check and see what I got in here. Let's see. I'm gonna find something. I'm gonna find something. I had some. Let's see. I had a little bit of just a little left of this, and I had a little bit of Ciroc. Let me see. I gotta find some. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I did have some Stella Rosa, so might try this. Not really a drinker, but um, every now and then I need something to kind of loosen me up there. Now I'm not gonna be jumping on the tables. I'm not gonna be twerking. We're not doing that because I got some haters out here, honey. They be trying to. Which one you think I should do? Do you think I should do the Stella Rosa? Let's see. This is black cherry. I have a little bit of the Ciroc. I have very little the Don Julio. Just very little of it. What you think I should? Oh, thank you, Carl. Yeah, I don't know which one I should do. Y'all give me some advice on which one I should do. One for the little bit of Don Julio I do have. Two for the Ciroc. Three for the black cherry Stella Rosa. Need y'all help. If y'all don't tell me, let's see. Girl, a little won't hurt, maybe. Done. Okay. Let's try this. Is this ghetto putting it in a wine glass? Is it ghetto doing that? I don't think I have any shot glasses. How did I drink this before? I think I had a cup or something. See, see. Somebody got me this and I just drunk this. Thank you so much. Thank you. I will. I will. Shout out to D Price for that. You said it mix it because your stomach's gonna be the same thing. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't. I gotta be careful how I mix this. I gotta be careful how I mix this. So I can't do dark in clear liquor, right? This is just a little. This won't hurt. Oh my god. Oh, oh. Mm. Whew. Talk about kicking your butt. Just get a little. So that should loosen me up just just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. Yes, Juicy. I had to get something. I had to get a little bit of that. I got all of it. So now my next thing is to do is when I get some time or get somebody else to give me some Don Julio, whichever one. But I'm gonna try to give me some Don Julio before I have to. You said you even sip pretty. Well, look, I don't want to be all ghetto. I gotta leave some kind of class in this, some type of cuteness. When I do stuff. But yeah. So rock now. Let me see. Now I had something like this Thursday night. This is vodka. You can't do vodka. Thank you so much, Carl. You can't do vodka. And hey, writers, can you hit the link? And I need you to show me how to do something on here. You can't do Don Julio and vodka together, can you? Can somebody let me know that I'm not a alcohol? I'm not a alcohol person, so I don't really know. I think you can. I just think you have to be careful about mixing light and dark liquor, but I'm not for sure. Yes, you can. Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out. See, I need some sponsors. I'm trying to build my channel. I need some sponsors over here. So yes, Don Julio, yes, yes, yes. And then like I said, um, we got the Ciroc. I haven't drunk this in a minute. This is almost gone too. Guess when you have guests and stuff over, you be forgetting to restock. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. I don't want to get too crazy with you guys because if I get too crazy, I might be twerking after a certain time. So what do y'all think about that story? I just think that that's unfortunate that this woman took this man's life. Not only did she, hey Junior, pretty and what do you call me? Thick and pretty. I'm not getting, I'm not getting lit. I'm drinking responsibly. You said, and don't mix your liquor with, yeah, I just said that, chill. I just said that. I'm not going to mix the dark with the light. So I cannot do this. And this is really not, thank you so much, Forever. This is really, this right here, this right here, this right here is not really, this don't get you tipsy. This one here is just like a sweet, like wine. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really get you tipsy. It's just like you drinking soda or something. It's black cherry, so I don't really taste any alcohol in it. I drink sociably. I really don't drink to get drunk. That's not my thing. I just drink sometimes when I'm sociably, if I'm out or something like that, or if I just want a little buzz, excuse me, like just kind of loosen up, not be so uptight, because I can be at times, depending. You said that's heavy for. You think so? You talking about this one here, Junior? Junior, hey Sassy, I haven't seen you in forever, Junior. Oh God, they shooting guns over here, Lord. Should I get up under the table? Should I get up under the table? But I'm used to it. I don't know if that's a gun or firecrackers, but I'm just gonna I'm just gonna chill. You said twerk, twerk. Oh no, honey. I can't do that, honey. These people out here, honey, they will have a ball with it. And I want them to stay focusing on the content, on the drama that's going on, and leave me the hell alone. So that's all. That's all I want. I don't want them focusing on me. Yeah, I like to have fun over here and do my thing. This is my channel. I want not only to uplift people and inspire people or whatever, I want to be able to have a good time without feeling like everything I have to watch everything I do. But there is some things I won't do because I know it will be content for some people. You say anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Thank you so much. What it do? How you, Bama? Be yourself. And you're right. I'm gonna be myself, but I understand that this social media, whatever you do, you can't take it back. So if you're gonna do it, you have to understand it. You know what I'm saying? So mm, I like that. I like watermelon taste, okay? Hey, oh, good to see you, Bam. I'm so happy to see you. I haven't seen you in forever, girl. But yeah, when I had showed y'all that story, I was just like, I might have to do a separate live stream on this live stream here because this is really messed up. Just because this man didn't want her, she gonna unalive him and herself. Nobody, I mean, absolutely nobody is worth me unaliving them or myself unless it's in self defense. Then, yeah, I'm gonna put some holes in you, before you get me, if I can. Yes, How you been, Bama? Somebody get on my link because I'm trying to figure out. I need somebody to come up. Let me know if somebody can come up on my link or he says, Selena, you need to promote your Cash App if you have one. My Cash App is Selena. Gosh, shoot, what is my Cash App? Selena Star, I think. Um, that's a shame. I don't even know. I don't even know my Cash App. It's a hot mess. But I really, like I said, I'm just really trying to have a good time. Um, I think it's Selena Star. Oh shucks, I really don't know what my Cash App is, and I'm not drunk. I don't. I just can't remember it. I think it's Selena Star. I don't know. What is it called? What is my Cash App called? Because I don't know. Is it Selena Star? Or am I tripping? It's something like that. You didn't see a link. If you go to my community wall, I put it there. Let me see. Yeah, I think I put it there. I just put it there on my community wall. I think I did. I think I did. Hold on. Let's see. I told you I'm just learning how to do this crap. I'm just learning how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. You said I don't think it's pins, boo. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I put it 1 second ago, and there is a link. 1 second ago, I put it on published on my post. If you go to the post, you see it, and it says published. Let me see if I look on my phone, because I remember doing it. You follow Miss Parker. You're very similar style expressing content like her. I don't know. You know what? I really don't know. Gutter. I don't know if I'm sub to her or not, but I just know that I just try to be me at the end of the day. I don't know who Miss Parker is, but she must be a cool lady, huh? I'm just being Selena, so I don't know who she is, to be honest with you. Uh, mm, maybe I didn't help. I'm tripping. So, what y'all want to talk about tonight? We talked about the crazy thing, the situation. What's going on with Trump? Is he starting to deport people now? Because I've been hearing a lot of stuff about that. So I'm trying to figure out who is he? Is he deporting more people? Um, I'm trying to figure out who he's deporting now. Somebody said Rosie McDonald, Rosie McDonald, no, Rosie O'Donnell. I think he was reporting her. She like you bringing awareness. Oh, she do. Okay. Um, somebody said he was deporting her. I'm like, I thought she was an American citizen. I'm tripping. Then we got how many people? I think 120 people in Texas. Um, drop it in the chat. Oh shit. Let me see. I really don't know how to. Okay, I have a link here. So let me see if I can put it. Forgive me, I'm not that slow. I'm very smart, but for some reason when it comes to YouTube and technology, I'm just not there. So I think I see it in the chat. So see if somebody can hit it, and then I'm going to try to let you up because again, this is testing for me. So 120 people were found during the Texas flood, right? So you got 120 people that were deceased. And it's probably more than that now. Ugh, I'm just not a drinker. It's just too much. You know what I'm saying? No, it's still doing the same. Okay. Let me see if I can do it on my phone. So you got that going on. You got people just killing each other because don't nobody want them or they can't get who they want. You got you got you don't know if we eat in plastic or real food. Like it's so much stuff going on and people are they're so mean. They're so mean. You know what I'm saying? I'm not drunk yet. I'm just talking. I'm just becoming to get a little loose. You know what I'm saying? Just a little loose. Not too loose. Um, these people are, they're so mean. Let me see. I don't know how to go about this. I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna leave this alone because I will end up messing up everything. I wish you guys. Thank you so much, Lionel. You're so sweet. I don't know if you're telling me the truth or you just want me to feel better about myself. about myself. Oh yes, indeed. You say you're smart. It's the liquor. You're grown ass. Yeah. I just see so much going on in the world. People are so mean and hateful, y'all. I just you said ain't never okay, Lionel, because you're a sweetheart. But sometimes I was like, I don't know if people will tell you the truth or they just tell you what you want to hear. Because sometimes men they can say things and you know how you have some men that kind of love bomb you, they kind of tell you what you want to hear so they can get what they want, and some men are telling you how they feel because they're sweethearts, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'll just say that. I've always tried to kind of just work on myself, my personality. I'm a thick girl. It is what it is. I'm trying to get in the gym and work it out and do all that, exercise and stuff. But it is what it is. I'm a thick girl, at the end of the day. I'm gonna try to copy it again. I just be trying to. I'm gonna see if I can send it because this is some BS. Now, how they gonna have this up here and then you can't even send it? Now they done got me going somewhere else in China somewhere. I don't know, y'all. I just don't want to get mixed up and then I can't. Yeah, but I've been working on, the gym and stuff like that. I really been trying. At the end of the day, it's like you accept me for me, hell. You know what I'm saying? Just accept me for me. Now they got everything else here, but where I can share it, they have all these other like Tumblr, all this other crap. Pin it. I can't pronounce it. I think I am getting a little tipsy. LinkedIn. I can't even think what this other crap is. I'm gonna try to do it again. On my YouTube, and maybe it will work. But if it don't, y'all, maybe they ain't meant for nobody to come up. I don't know. Just I'm gonna be better prepared. I'm gonna ask somebody that's more YouTube savvy than me because I'm trying to figure out how some of these YouTubers. That's why I wish Rachel could have came up here. I wanted to see how you can share videos on here, and I just cannot get it together. Oh God, I refreshed it. I refreshed it again. I'm sorry. Well, it's buffering. I refreshed it, so I'm gonna try it again. So All right. I did refresh it.
Subscribe if you find value in these discussions. July 11th, 2025 started like any other day in Arlington, Texas.
Okay.
The sun was shining, people were going about their normal routines. William had an appointment that morning, something simple, something he did regularly. He was going to get a haircut at the Salon and Spa Galleria on
Sit
South
down.
Cooper Street. The Salon and Spa Galleria is a busy place with dozens of independent suites. Hairstylists, barbers, nail technicians, all kinds of beauty professionals worked there. William was a regular customer. He knew the staff, they knew him. It was supposed to be a safe space, a normal part of his
I'm so sick
routine.
of this darn
At around 10:17
buffering.
a.m., William walked into the salon. He settled into the barber chair, ready for a simple haircut, just another Thursday morning. But Tamon knew exactly where he was. She had been watching, waiting, planning. She knew his schedule, knew his habits, knew where he would be and when. And on this morning, she was ready to execute her plan. Tamon walked into the salon and spa galleria, heading straight to the back where the barbershop suites were located. Other customers and staff were around, going about their normal business, completely unaware of what was about to happen. William was sitting in the barber chair, defenseless, when Tamon appeared. The barber was working, probably making small talk, when suddenly everything changed. Tamon pulled out a gun. What happened next sent shockwaves through the entire salon. She shot William multiple times while he sat helpless in that chair. The sound of gunshots echoed through the building. People started screaming, running, trying to understand what was happening. The barber who had been cutting William's hair was traumatized, too shaken to even speak about what he had witnessed. Other salon workers rushed outside, crying, trying to process the horror they had just seen. Someone called 911. Police were on their way. But Tamane wasn't done yet. As sirens got closer and Arlington police officers arrived at the scene, she tried to leave the building. But when she saw the police, she made a final, devastating decision. Rather than face the consequences of what she had done, rather than think about their sons who would now grow up without their father, Tamane went back inside the salon and ended it all. When the police finally entered the building, they found a scene that would haunt everyone involved. William Todd Austin was found lying unresponsive inside the salon with multiple gunshot wounds. He was declared dead at the scene. Tamane Williams was also found with a gunshot wound, but she was still clinging to life. She was rushed to the hospital, but it was too late. She was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. The news spread like wildfire through the Dallas-Fort Worth community. A live reporter who arrived at the scene tried to piece together what had happened.
Man, it's a domestic situation. I can tell you that much. It's a domestic situation where a dude was getting his haircut. And a woman came in and shot.
What I will say, and let me know if you guys can hear me, okay? Because I know my connection is messed up. I don't understand it. I have the highest speed internet, so I have no idea what the hell is going on. I think it's this regular ass computer that I got from Amazon. But anyway, I need for you men to understand every woman that looks normal. I'm normal for the most part, you know. There is times where I will there is times where I will be an emotional woman, you know. Emotional women, well, in this day and time, it's some emotional men. Like they're more emotional than women. So I'm just gonna say, for the most part, we as women, we can be emotional, but I'm not emotionally crazy. Like some women are so like been on, you're mine, you're not gonna be any other woman's. Look, I'm like this. If you want to go, go ahead and go on about your business, sir. I'm not going to stop you, okay? Because first of all, I don't want anyone that doesn't want to be with me in the first place. So if you are one of these men that um, you know, have a crazy woman, you need to make I would say go and get some help. Get a restraining order. do something. But sometimes you get a restraining order from these crazy hoes, excuse me, and they'll still find you because it was a situation that happened over there in Dallas, the Southwest Center Mall. Back then, the day it used to be the Redbird Mall where I could, when I was growing up. But anyway, it was this guy that owned a cookie shop, black guy, 50 years old. He owned his own cookie shop over there. And do you know a woman, his woman, I guess he was dating or and he broke up with her. I don't know what happened. He had a restraining order against her. And she came to his place. She was having an argument with him. She ended up shooting him one time. Then she goes, jumps over the counter, and she does multiple bullets in his body. And he already had a restraining order, so she wasn't even supposed to be nowhere, like 100 feet or something like that from to him. And I'm thinking to myself, ladies, if a man doesn't want you, it it doesn't, you need to walk away. You need to go and find you somebody that wants you. Or maybe just chill out and get to know yourself. Work on yourself. If you feel like you're about to lose your mind because a man left you, you need help. Like you need help. You need psychiatric help. You are not well. Okay. If you are about to lose your mind, I can understand feeling sad, feeling like, oh my God, I can't believe it broke my heart. I get it. I understand. We're women. We hate that stuff. Right. But I don't ever want to love a man that much to where I'm losing my mind and I want to unalive him and unalive myself. That is just crazy to me. What's wrong with these folks? What's wrong with these folks, Gutter? I need to. I don't know. Can you still see me? Let me know. What is wrong with people? Why do they feel like they have the right to take somebody? Put a one in the chat if you can still hear me. Why do some people feel like you said why do some people feel like they have a right to take somebody's life because somebody don't want to be with you? You don't want to be with you, tell your ass. I don't want you to, even if I do want you, I don't want you. I'm not going to I'm not doing all that. I've never been one of those women that just go crazy over a man. I'm just not. There's no dick that is that good. It may be some, but not. It ain't. Look, I don't want to be dickmatized. I don't want to be that dickmatized where I lose my mind and I want to do something to myself. I'm not killing myself, and I'm not killing you because I'm not trying to go to prison. Look, I won't. I won't. Look, I ain't. Don't. I don't need no carpet munchers on me. To each his own, but baby, I want to be in the free, in the land of the free, where I can be around men and and enjoy my life. I don't want to be behind bars because I just couldn't feel myself being without somebody like a good boy. Bye. It ain't that. It's good, but it ain't that good. Okay. I love you, men, but I love my freedom. So, yeah, prison's not for us. It ain't for us real women either. Cause I don't want to be up in there. And they'll be trying to, they'll be trying to get me, and I don't need that. Cause baby, and then I have to make some kind of shank or something. Cause I'm like, yo, you better stay over there with that carpet lunch and stuff. That ain't for me. Strictly dickly, non clickly. Okay? Okay. So when you look at these stories, and listen, I don't know, for some of y'all don't believe, a lot of people do not believe, y'all. Gutter, they don't believe in the afterlife. So I don't know what people believe in, but I know I believe in the afterlife. And I want as many chances as I can to get to heaven. or whatever. If it's a better place, whatever you want to call it, I want to have a better chance to get to a better place than maybe go to hell because I didn't kill myself and kill somebody else and I didn't have time to repent. I don't have time for that. Eternity is forever. And some people believe in reincarnation, so they believe if they die they'll come back as a animal or something. I don't know. But even if that's true, what if you come back as a roach? You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to come back as a roach? But you could be if you're like, I don't know. It's crazy stuff. But people think what I believe in is crazy. So let me just stop. I just believe that I don't want to take any chances. I don't want to take any chance. I don't want to take any chances that Lionel, yeah, this is interesting. I don't want to take any chances where I lose my soul. You know what I'm saying? Lose my dignity. And most of all, if I have children, why would I want to be so selfish because I can't get over a man and take his life and take my life because I can't get over a man. And this is their father. This is their father. You can get another man. You know what I'm saying? But your children can't ever get another father like their biological father, right? So those are some of the things we need to think about as women and as men before we make these permanent decisions. Because when we make these permanent decisions, that's it. That's over. That's why a lot of things that I do or don't do, because I think about the consequences if I do certain things. Like there is some times I want to get buck wild and go real ignorant on people. But then when I think about it, it's like, what is it gonna gain after I do all of that? Go buck wild, cuss people out, tell people how I feel, ruin relationships, or ruin relationships even before they start because I feel away. That's why self control is so important. I was about to go straight up ignorant earlier today. I really was. And when I say straight up, oh yes. When I was saying straight up ignorant, I was about to go straight ignorant. And then I'm the kind of person since I overthink because I'm so sometimes I could be fearful and I overthink about things. And then if I go by how I overthink in my mind, I will make some bad decisions. So when I see myself going there, I stop myself because I know I'm about to do something stupid, right? And it was an older lady when I used to work at my my aunt's beauty salon, and she would say, "Selena, don't do anything stupid," you know. And I used to be like, why this lady always telling me that? But then I'm glad she did because every time I feel like I'm about to do something stupid, I think of Miss Ruth. Um, Basically the moral of this story is men, never lead a lady on, okay? Because you don't know how crazy some women are. That's number one. If you just want to sleep with this woman, it may hurt her feelings. Go ahead and tell her, I just want to sleep with you. Like, I don't want a relationship with you. And you still will have some crazy women. They will hear what you say and they still say, I can make him feel this way about me. So when you kind of see that about a woman, don't keep sleeping with that woman. Word to the wise, run, okay? Run as far as you can go because there's some women that try to make things something that it's not, right? So when you really not feeling a woman and you got other options you think is better than the other, which most of the time they're not, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a woman. Most of these women out here, not all, but a lot of them are all the same. That's the truth of the matter. They're all the same. Not all, but a lot of them. They may look good. They may have good jobs, they may be physically fit, and they may have it all together, right? But they all have the same mentality. They think you owe them something. They think that they're all of that they don't have to do anything but look pretty. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at Anton Daniels, and I'm a girl. I'm a girl's girl. I like other women. I'm not one of those women that don't like other women because there's a lot of women that don't like other women. But I just gotta call it a spade. You think that you got a lot of choices out here. You got some. You got a lot of choices out here, but you don't have quality choices, right? A lot of men say, "I want a wife." But why you keep dating a hoe? Just because a woman has a career, just because a woman has her own car and her own house and a little dog that, you know, barks, you know, she has it all together. She's physically fit. That doesn't mean that's a wife, right? So, men, I'm going to tell you this. I know it's going to be hard for some of you men because you guys are so hung up on just pussy. Excuse me. And I'm really not trying to be vulgar because I'm trying to be classy, but I got to call a spade. And the Don Julio is kicking in. So I'm going to just be real with you. You got to get beyond how so much women look in that pussy because at the end of the day, that pussy can get you in so much trouble, right? It can get you taken out of here. And I bet you anything, I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong, but I bet you anything he was still dibbling, dabbling. That same man that I'm showing you, dibbling and dabbling in that woman, confusing the hell out of that woman. What she did, there's no excuse. No excuse. But you have to understand some people's mental is not there. So when you are sending mixed signals, you are setting yourself up to get a woman like this that doesn't know when no means no or when something's casual, right? And I don't know why isn't that some men they don't think that they get soul ties because okay, a man can sleep with you. They can have no they can have no emotional detachments. They're good. They can nut and keep it moving, right? Women, we are the receivers, so we feel everything. We get attached fast. But you got some men out there, women out there that they like men. They're savages, right? But you do, at the end of the day, we create soul ties with people and we take on people's different attributes and their personalities, right? Different spirits, different personalities. And you wake up one day, you don't slept with this woman, you wake up one day, you're like, why do I like this? Why do I like this particular thing? It's because you have an attachment of another person. Everything you do physically with someone is spiritual in the aspect. And I don't know why people don't understand that. Even though men are not emotionally attached, spiritually you're attached to that person. You start picking up habits and you don't even know why you're picking up habits. It's because you have created a soul tie with a person, right? Okay, so you create this soul tie with this person. This person seems normal, but you like, look, she cool and all, but yo, it ain't nothing like that. It's just sex. I'm moving on to the next. I'm trying to find Mrs. Right. But homegirl over here, she still got hope. You know what I'm saying? She still got hope that you are Mr. Right. Okay. You gonna went on mentally, emotionally, you don't went on to Keisha, Tiffany, um, what's another name? I'll just say Selena. You done moved on to 1, 2, 3 over here. And homegirl over here, her name is Stephanie. She over here, she thinking she still got a chance with you. I'm going somewhere with this. You have said, okay, I like you, but let's just see where this goes. Don't say that. Just say, I like you, but Okay, I don't see a future with you. If we cannot keep this casual, then I appreciate you, but I'm gonna have to move on. You're gonna have to be funded in some way to be honest with this woman, because this woman is still holding on hope. And then, like I said, you got the real crazy women that be like, I still got hope. I still got hope. And they gonna hope and hope and they gonna try to wear you down. So you men gotta be intentional about what you're doing. Don't just think that you can just, that a woman understands where you're coming from. Put all the mixed signals, take that away and just be straight up with women. And women are different now. So a woman, for the most part, they'll say, okay, this is what it is. I'm talking about the normal thinking women, as far as like, I just want sex, you just want sex. Let's just keep it that way. Then you got the others that they crazy. They thinking, oh, I got hope. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not neither one. I'm not okay, let's just keep it sex. I'm not the other one that's crazy. You keep it sex and then I'm still thinking it's a relationship. I'm not neither one of those. Okay. So I always have to redirect, because men sometimes get you confused with the other lady that they met or the other women that they've met. So I have to redirect and let people know, okay, I'm not that. So and I've never had a whole phase. Okay. So, and I thank God for that. I don't have a high body count. I was looking at, and I'm going from thing to thing. I was looking at Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels had a woman up there, and she was talking about, she's like, oh, she's like, I was talking to my boyfriend. He got mad at me because I was telling him about my body count. And when he met me, he knew what I had going on. Now, this woman had 4 children, 3 baby daddies. Okay. I said 3, and one, with her husband, who she is now divorced, right? Then she gets into a relationship with this other man. This man decides he wants to ask her how many kids, how many bodies she had. She said maybe 60. Okay. Now, this is a woman that's saying that she has maybe had 60 partners, sexual partners. See, this is why men and women are so crazy. This is why men and women are so fickle and they don't know what they want, because they have so many body counts. And I'm not trying to be funny and I'm not trying to be super religious. But some people need to be delivered, because you have a whole bunch of bodies on you, a whole bunch of different soul ties that's connected to you. And when you slept with these people, it's about 3 other people that slept with that person and 3 other people that have slept with that person. You need to get delivered. Okay. So, and most people don't agree with that because they do not see promiscuity as something bad. And I'm like this: if this is your body, if this is what you want, you know, yeah, like, if this is what you want, do what you want to do, because at the end of the day, that's your soul, that's your body, and nobody has a right. I'm just saying what I see and how us women carry ourselves. As women, we have to be very careful about the people that we slept with. I have a very low body count, very low, almost to the point to where I could be a nun, right? And most people, by looking at me or talking to me, because I can be very gregarious when I'm out and about, which meaning I'm very outgoing, very friendly. People may think that, oh, I'm out there doing what, I'm not doing none of that, right? I know how to hold myself as a young lady. I know how to be assertive. I know how to carry myself, whether people like it or not. I know how to be a young woman. So when people try to put a jacket on me as if I'm a hoe or I'm this or that, you have no idea. Okay. And I don't have to explain myself, but how you carry yourself is going to show. You don't have to go around telling people, hey, I'm this. I believe this. I have this type of morals. I have these type of standards. People will see that in the way you carry yourself as a woman. But just because you're a woman, and I would say even men, even though it has been told to you, go out there and sow, what they say, sow your wild oats. Sow your wild oats. Go out there and just screw everything that looks good. You know, that is so tacky. You're just a, and they say, why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? that, is, that is so stupid. That song is hilarious. But I'm like, you are still responsible for your body. At the end of why must you said, why must I be like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. Bye bye. Hey, y'all need help. Y'all, the look, the devil, I'm gonna put it on devil. The devil has lied to y'all. That don't mean you need to go around sticking everything that's moving. You need to go sit your ass down somewhere, because you could be getting AIDS from a person. You could be attaching yourself just like he attached himself, but God bless his soul, he didn't know the woman was crazy. But you could be attaching yourself to somebody on Fatal Attraction, and you think you got you something good, but just I'm telling you, hurt her if you want to. You gonna find out, and you can't blame nobody but yourself. Nobody. Because you know good and well, you know right from wrong. But you think, I'm a man, I'm just shit. I'm just going to bust a nut. I'm just going to, okay, find out. Find out. And you going to be on channel 8, channel 5, because you don't attach yourself to some crazy. And that crazy is going to take you up out of here. When you knew you had the opportunity to meet a good woman, to meet a good wife, and you looked over her because you felt like you had options, right? Would you say just like the afterlife, your soul would be positive, negative energy, the one pitch the black, one you don't want. I'm telling you. Yeah, wow, see this song, Why Must I Be Like That? That's what y'all men be thinking about. And then y'all be thinking that stupid thing. Let me go raw or sow my raw oats. So you going around here just pumping everything, moving. Just, the grade A. I got a grade A chick. I got a dive. She look good in a bathing suit. I'm just like, y'all are just really silly at times, and sometimes I think some of your men are stupid. I'm just saying, and the women are stupid too, because they do some stupid stuff, and I'm like, okay, y'all just stupid. So I try not to be stupid, because just like any other human being, I have the capability of being stupid too. But some people just stupid, and they're just stuck on trying to prove something to their manhood. Or I'm like, y'all just don't know how retarded y'all look. And then they wake up 60, 70 years old, still alone, and dealing with little sugar babies that's just taking their money when they had the opportunity to meet a real woman, and they bypassed it because they was too busy chasing hoes. Like, my daddy was one of those. Like, he said, my daddy was one of those. My daddy was a smooth nigga. Like, I'm sorry. Like, my daddy was one of those men. He had really nice hair, just beautiful hair. Like, almost looks like he had like a very fine texture, very beautiful hair, nice looking man. He had like funny colored eyes. He was he was a hot mess, but he was a nice looking man. But they used to call him a nickname. I forgot what the buddies would call him at his job. I can't remember that name. It was something with honey. But he was really good with women. He had a gift for gab. He knew how to get women out of their draws, not just because of how he looked, because of his gift for gab. So I would watch this and I'm just like, these women are so slow. And I was a little kid. I was a girl, little girl, and I was just like, yo, these women slow. They don't see that. Like he playing them or it's just what it is. But hey, I even knew that when I was young. So again, I play like I'm a dumb blonde, but I'm really not. But anyway, long story short, so he sits up there and he's so good with these women and stuff like this. And after my mother, he went on, he dated this one lady for a minute and he engaged with her, but he couldn't probably keep his dick in his pants, right? And she went on about her way. And guess what? Guess what? He died by himself in 70, and this is not funny, at 77 years old, he died. Not with the wife sitting next to him, but with, of course, his daughters, his children, He had his children by him. But he died really basically alone, right? He was so busy out there, I got time, I got time, and guess what? Time will catch up on your ass, and you can't blame nobody but yourself. You think you got all the time in the world, and time is not it's not on your time. Time is like a vapor. You're here one day and you're gone tomorrow. You waste your time trying to be a player, trying to prove a point to your manhood that you got it like that. You're gonna find yourself waking up by yourself. Because my daddy was like, I got a choice. I can pick whichever woman I want. I got a choice to marry somebody. I got a choice not to. Okay, and then guess what? You find yourself alone at 77 years old on your deathbed. See, life has a funny way of showing us how wrong we were. It's amazing. I don't even know how I got on this subject, but it just shows you how you think you have all the time in the world. And you don't. You don't have time anyway, and you have to be very careful on how you live your life. And that goes for a woman, that goes for a man. Never think that you have all of this time because you may not, right? Please stop sharing this. But I know I'm just talking and talking and talking, but I just wanted to share that, guys, with you. If you are a single man, single woman, and you are playing a lot of games with people, if you're blessed, you won't run into a woman or a man, that will unalive you, because you choose not to be with them. Okay, but if you do meet these people, you have to look at your life, look at the choices that you made, and you have to see, where did I go wrong? You went wrong because you was looking at temporary satisfaction and gratification rather than the reality of what you're dealing with. The reality of what you're dealing with is could be a crazed woman, a crazed man. I don't ever want to be, as I go out here dating, I don't ever want to be with somebody that I know is obsessed with me. Now, I love for, when I'm dating someone that they really like me, but somebody that's obsessed with me, that's clingy, that wants my attention all the time, I will say dismiss. I cannot. I will exit stage left because guess what? You are nuts. You want an attachment to me all the time, and I can't give it to you because number one, I work. I want my personal time. And sometimes I just got other things to do and I don't want to be bothered with you. But I do it in a nice way and just let you know. I think you're a nice person, but I just don't, I just don't want to be bothered with you today. So I don't say it like that. I find a nice way to let a person know, I just don't want to be bothered. You know what I'm saying? But I can't have anybody clingy. But if you see a woman or a man, they're overly clingy, they're overly always want to be around you all the time, you need to pay attention. That is somebody you need to run. I'm talking about run so fast because you have found yourself a nutcase, right? So there's a lot of men that are nutcases out here. We know that. It's a lot of women that are nutcases as well. So you have to be very cautious about that. But like I said, don't waste your time always trying to be the man or the woman, to where you lose sight of reality because you're gonna find yourself dying alone. Kevin Samuels had it bad, but he was at the best. You're gonna find yourself dying alone, right? I don't want to die alone because I'm like, Lord, if I got any type of crazy, like that type of crazy, please take it out of me, which I don't, because I'm like this. My tolerance, my tolerance level, for a lot of people at this point is like either you it or you not. I'm not gonna chase you down. I'm not gonna do none of that. If you don't like me, okay, bye. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time for that. Some of these people out here, they beg people. You say you just have patience. I don't have no patience like that. You said my ex was 52 and oh my God, 30 and you was 37. It made my mom look at me funny. For real though. That's crazy. Oh God, gutter. You an old woman for you to be 37. Okay, say dang, how many people are giving you negative energy? What you mean online? I don't have negative energy. Well, I do if you piss me off. You haven't pissed me off yet. Why do I have negative energy? I don't have negative energy, but I know some women have negative energy and they take it to the next relationship and the next relationship and the next relationship. But um I don't know what you mean by negative energy. You said no, I mean how many people give you negative energy? Um I don't really get negative energy. Number one, the reason why, because Lionel, I mind my own business and I stay to myself for the most part. And most of the time when I meet people, I'm very cordial. I'm very polite, to an extent. So I don't get a lot of that negative energy. I may get it sometimes, maybe every now and then from certain females, but I really don't just get negative energy like that. I'm usually to myself, kind of quiet. And then when I choose to be the life of the party, I can be. It just depends on how I feel, at the time. Like tonight, I feel really good because I had a good night. So, but but sometimes, every now and then you'll get negative energy from people because maybe they're dealing with something. Maybe they have some internal issues going on. A lot of people are really, what I noticed because I have my own insecurities, but I try to deal with them. A lot of people have a lot of insecurities, right? Like I was telling you, I have insecurities just like anybody else. I make no bones about that. Like it is what it is. We all have insecurities, but we have to acknowledge what those insecurities are. We have to work on those insecurities. What you said? You said no. I mean, okay. You said why so many women give you? Oh, I don't have a lot of that. I don't have a lot of women giving me negative vibes. I have some, but that just comes with being a woman, and everybody's not gonna like you. So I don't care because I don't like everybody either. So I always tell people, and feelings might be mutual. I might not like you either. So hey, it is what it is. I don't ask a woman for her past relationship problems going into a relationship with her. It's not good to let the past go. It's not of a, and I get what you're saying, but you need to ask some people. what's going on with them. Because I'm telling you, some of these women have been through some real bad situations where they need some counseling. Um, Not only they, I mean, prayer is gonna help them a little bit, but they need some. They need to talk it through, because some of the stuff that some of these women have gone through, and thank God, I have never had a situation to where I had like a violent past with a man. Oh my gosh, no, I've never had that. Because number one, I've never had a man that like that to step to me, and I'm very glad of that. And then if I sensed it, I would probably have to like, say for instance, if a man try to talk to me crazy, if I'm talking to him and he start talking to me crazy, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna need this in the bud right now. So I'm just let you know. Uh, I'm from over here, so I'm raised a little different than what you got going on. So you ain't gonna be talking to me like that. Now you bigger and stronger than me, but best to believe you gotta go to sleep sometime. Okay, so you might want to watch it. But I've never had that. I've never attracted men that were abusive in any kind of way. I've never attracted somebody that was like mentally ill that I know of. Now, I may have attracted some men that were a little clingy, and that was a little much for me because I had to let them know I'm not one of those females that need you there all the time. Um, so you can go away sometime. Okay. You said got to redeem yourself after the long way. Right. You have to renew your mind. You don't renew your mind. Yeah, you have to go away sometime. You can't just stay up under me. Look, I'm not mama. You can't be sucking my titties out. You better go on over there. Go some. I need to have some me time. Like I need to. I like. I had this one guy. He was a sweetheart. I don't know why I got rid of him, but he wanted to be around me all the time, and I was just like, oh, I wasn't ready. I was like, yo, you just, oh yeah, no, I can't. I needed my time away. But I regret that because that could have been my husband, you know. But I think at the time I was just like trying to get all my stuff together, and I was not in that. I was just not in that space where I was really ready. Have you ever had experiences in your life where if you go back and look at it, like, man, that was the opportunity right there. Why didn't I take it? Why didn't I take it? Right? You know? I don't know. Sometimes you just go back over stuff and Lionel, you never had it? Ha ha ha. Dang. Lionel, you never had it? Oh my God, Lionel. Bless your heart. I hope you meet it one day. But you got to be open to it when you do meet it. You can't just be like, oh no, I don't believe in this. Da, 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 da. You gotta open up. You gotta open up. And I always say that sometimes when we don't open up, there's some spaces in us that need some healing. It's not that simple. Opening up. Sometimes, depending on who it is, it can create chaos because you could be dealing, you got your own issues, and then you could be dealing with a nut that has their own issues. So both of you are nutty buddies together and you're trying to figure it out, and it's just chaos. That's why I always suggest that people get if they have like emotional issues or some type of trauma that they've been through, that they need to go get psychiatric help. That's just my opinion, but everybody doesn't like that kind of stuff. But there's nothing wrong with going and talking to somebody and really sorting some things out that you've dealt with in your past. You know what I'm saying? Because you keep that stuff in, you're going to be a mean, hateful person. Every time you turn around, nobody can get close to you. Nobody can get through to you. You're just like, no, 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 no. You got like a 100 feet wall up where nobody can get in. And some people don't deserve to get in. I understand that, but you gotta let somebody in, and everybody is not bad. Even though there's a lot of bad people, there's a lot of people that don't take what you they don't value you as a person. Yeah, of course, you keep those people away, but you gotta let somebody in. That's the only wall of yours. I personally, I had the gifting. I have the gifting of being the ice queen at times, and I have to constantly be, I would say, conscious of not being the ice queen, not allowing people to, not allowing everybody on the outside. Some people deserve to stay on the outside, but every now and then there's gonna have to be somebody that you're gonna have to let in. You said, but what does heal look like? What you know, I look at my life, sometimes, and I say, what does heal look like? Being healed to me looks like where you can accept your flaws, your flaws, your good points in your life. You don't make excuses for yourself. You're very self-aware of who you are, and you make strides to be better, even though you have your faults, but you make strides to be better. To me, that's what heal looks like. To me, heal looks like that you use your discernment and wisdom, and you can kind of see who needs to stay on the outskirts of your life, who you need to allow in, and allow them to come in and be vulnerable with them enough where they can see who you are. When you have everybody on the outsides and you're so like, stay away from me, I don't want to be hurt, you are unhealed. And it's hard for people that are really good people to come in and be like, you know what, I accept you, Lionel, for who you are. I know that you are a great person. You have capabilities that God has given you. I believe in you. Those are the people that you allow, and you give them a chance to come in and show you that they are there for you. And that doesn't mean that sometimes they won't disappoint you, because they're human. Everybody's going to disappoint somebody, but there's a difference, when people are just being a imperfect human being. They may disappoint you, but they take accountability when they have hurt you. So what I mean by being healed, when you are healed, you can discern who are the good people that needs to be in your life, who are the people that don't need to be in your life. You take a self accountability when you are wrong on something. You understand it, and you don't make excuses for your wrong behavior, your bad behavior. And that is what to me healed is, or being healed. Because like I said, every day is you, if you're trying to be a decent person, you're going to be in the process. We're never going to be perfect, right? We're always, if we're going to be a decent person, if we are a person working on ourselves, it's a ongoing process, and you have to be patient with yourself and allow yourself to sometimes make mistakes and not beat yourself up for it. So I think a lot of the times, that's, to me, that's what being healed is: taking accountability when you need to take accountability, allowing the right people in and keeping the wrong people out, and knowing the difference, right? And allowing yourself to be vulnerable to a certain extent to people that you can somewhat trust, right? Am I making sense? You know, but I, you know, I have a heart for certain people. You know what I'm saying? And Lionel, I have a heart for you. I always say, have a heart for people, especially those who have shown me nothing but love and respect. And I just want to see you do well. I want you to allow yourself a chance to be healed, experience love. If it's nothing but loving yourself, and being able to give love to someone else, I think you would be an excellent father. I think that you have something to offer young men that have been through some things that you've been through. And I just don't want you to miss out on life because you're so afraid to let your guard down and to just really fully walk into being the man that you're meant to be. Like, that would be so unfortunate for you, and for the people that you can actually reach out to and touch. You know what I'm saying? So because I have a heart for you, I had to share that with you because I don't want you to miss out on the great things that you could actually experience. Sometimes when we're so closed out because we're closed off because we haven't been healed in certain areas, it creates barriers for us. Not only with us connecting with other people, but even just connecting with our creator or our, I would say, our spirit, our spirituality. And I'm not trying to sound deep, but when we are not healed or when we're not in the process of healing, it causes a disconnect, right, with ourselves, and it causes a disconnect with our creator, it causes a disconnect with other people that are actually good for us, right? Everybody's not good for us, but some people are. Huh? Some people take longer, and that is okay. That's why I always say, I just said, you have to be patient with yourself because you and me are on two different levels, where I might be on the level a little bit farther because I've been through some of what you are still going through, right? So I'm a little progressing a little bit more where you might be right here, I might be right here, but we're still going to get there as long as we keep progressing, as long as we keep growing and acknowledging. So that's why I said you have to really be patient with yourself and understand that, healing takes time, but you got to get in the process of doing that, you know. I'm not trying to sound deep. I'm really trying to be say it in layman's terms, but maybe it's coming off a little deep, but I just want you to I just want you to get it because, like I said, I see bet much more for you than what you are where you are right now. And this is not the Don Julio or the Ciroc that's talking. This is actually something that I feel that I see, and I just don't want you to miss out on it. You said I can sense certain vibes in a woman. It can come off as pressure, feeling for no reason at the same time, seeing the signs. Yeah, I mean, that's called discernment. You can kind of tell, I'm going to say this. For the most part, men know women. They know who they can sleep with, they know who they cannot play with, they know who is maybe marriage material for them. Some of y'all, I wonder, because I'm like, oh, wait, you thought that was marriage material? Then they don't even be together but 6 months to a year. But anyway, I digress. But you guys, to an extent, y'all know, well, who's a hoe, who's married, who may be marriage material. Even though I think y'all a little confused at times. Yeah, because y'all mix hoes with real women. I'm just being honest. I done seen it. But anyway, just some of y'all, like I said, y'all are really just can be confused. But I think for the most part, y'all can kind of tell she for the streets, you know what I'm saying? And this is somebody that I can maybe talk to. I just don't see, but I'm not a man, so I just don't see how y'all can just deal with somebody that looks good, but that's boring as hell. Because I'll be talking and maybe interacting with some of these women. I'm like, they are so boring, but maybe they're not boring to to that man, or maybe they're just going by that woman's looks. But whichever one, it's messed up. Because I'm like, she's boring. So how can you get around this? But okay, to each his own, But I'm not a man, and thank God. I am truly not a man. I was born a woman. I have to say that because some of these people, they'll get you confused. They don't know if you're transgender. No offense to that community, but I was born a woman, and thank God for that. So I can't think like men. I have so many men in my family. I have a bukus of men, Like I have a whole bunch of male cousins, I have a whole bunch of uncles, and and stuff. So I was always I have male nephews and stuff. Of course they're males. They're my nephews. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, I have men, a lot of men around me. So, and then having relationships with men, talking to men, I know y'all think differently than how we think. Like y'all are in Mars and we're in Venus. So, um, but just say forever. I'm surrounded. Yeah, I'm surrounded by men. So I mean, I may be act like a dumb blonde, but don't let the round face fool you. I have heard. I know what y'all be doing, and sometimes I let you make it, even though I already know what time it is. But I just act like I don't know, but I be knowing what y'all talking about, what y'all be doing. You know what I'm saying? But I let y'all think I don't know. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? But I let you know, don't play with me though. Okay? You can go play with Keisha, Punquisha, Boomquisha, Tiffany, Jessica. You can go. You can deal with all them and tell them lies if you want to. Yeah, I'm just be like, whatever, nigga. Let's see. 6 sheets. What? How do you talk about shit? What we talk? I don't know, honey. I don't know what we talking about, Lionel. But I'm about to get out for here. Like I said, I had a full night. I came in ready to talk, and because I had a good night. I had a good night, very good night, and just ready to I need to go back out there and go back out there dancing, but it's almost 2 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. I had a good night, so I just came in here and I wanted to do the YouTube live, and I said, you know what? Let me just do the YouTube live because I've never did it on my laptop. So I said, and see how that turns out. Even though it was crappy at first because um I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I know I'm looking half sleepy, half tipsy, but you know, hopefully you got something from something I said. I don't know. Can somebody help me with two more so I can reach my goal? Just it could be 199, it could be 599, it could be whatever. I got 18 people watching me, but 3 people typing in chat. Please don't tell me it's some haters watching me that's trying to see if I'm gonna talk about somebody so they can. Cause look, it ain't this content ain't got nothing to do with nobody's sector. So leave me the hell alone and go about your business, you weirdos. Okay. So I'm conscious enough. I'm not drunk. I'm just a little free, but I'm not drunk. So keep your ass on. Go on over there where you at. Leave me alone. Let me do my thing on my computer, on my live that ain't bothering nobody. I'm staying in my lane. You gotta tell these weirdos. He said, but they'll still try it. He said, I don't. What is you talking about? Thank you, Movado. Movado in the bushes. I hope I hadn't discouraged you tonight, Movado. I'm talking a little bit out of my head, but um, it is what it is. Um, I just think that man, when you find a good thing, don't ever be too scared. You know what I'm saying? But in this day and time, it ain't too many good things out there. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. Thank you so much, Movado. I think I met my goal. Thank you so much. It ain't too many good things out there. So when you do find a miracle of a woman that's halfway decent, you know, Yeah, don't go looking at the clubs. I mean, you can, cause I've been to birthday parties. I'm not a club person. I like to dance. I like live music most of all. I'm not a club person, but I do like to dance. And a lot of times, if I go to a club, it's because I'm going to somebody invited me to a party, and it just so happened to be at a club. And I hate that because I really don't like that type of environment. I like live bands and things like that. I really don't like clubs. I'm just not into that. But more than likely you might not, but you could find a woman that's not really in a club. They're not a club person. They just going to an event because somebody invited them. So I can't say that all the time. I just think you just have to get to know women and just kind of see, and do one at a time. Don't get to know. I don't see how you men do it, but you guys get to know women like you can get to know two or three women at the same time. That to me, I can't do that. I will forget your name and call you something else and accidentally. I've done that before. I called this guy. Yeah, it was a long story, but I said, just say, I'm just giving you an example, like Jamal, uh, Eric. I just got kind of confused with somebody else. He was like, that ain't my name. So I was like, oh, shoot, but I didn't already said it. So it's like, I said, what's your name? Jamal. Like, oh, Eric. Cedric. I'm like, oh hell, I done lost him already. I don't know. So you just to me, I can't do it. I don't see how y'all men do it. I get confused on who is who and who. So I gotta do people. I gotta deal with a person, date a person one at a time, so I can remember their name because I can remember everything else. I can remember the night, the day, the time, what I wore, what he wore, what was said, but I cannot remember names like that. So because I'm already like that, I have to deal with people one at a time because I can't date two people at a time. I've been and got crossed up with somebody else, and you be looking at me cross-eyed like, what is she talking about? So I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see how y'all do that, but if you're really gonna get to know somebody, I think you should get to know some. And this is my opinion that you should get to know one person at a time. Don't try to get to know two people, three people at a time. You're not really giving a fair share to the person, and that person could be the love of your life. Men are not. You said men natural was created to know multiple women. Women are created to know one man. Oh, okay. Well, I know that. Do you forever? Do you believe in polygamy forever? Because I think you might believe in polygamy, but I don't know. That could be true because I am not a man. I don't know the nature of a man as far as like how you I mean I know from what I hear because of my my cousins and nephews or my uncles dad, but um I don't really know all of the nature of how you guys process certain things. So I know back in the biblical days you had men to have multiple wives. um and I don't see how you could do that because I know some women do not allow like that. Some men have to share their time with each woman and make sure they're giving each woman their equal time. And to me that's just confusing. Like I looked at that Mormon kind of situation. I know some of the Hebrew Israelites believe in that. And I'm like, man, they got it made. They can they can go out here and stick anything and marry and all this, and we women, either we accept it or not. But I think it might go back to that where in the Bible it says 7 women to 1 man, because it's more women and it's less heterosexual men. And I don't care if they in the church, some of them are gay or down low. I don't know what's going on, but some of these men be wanting what I want. So so we can't just go to church anymore and find a good husband. We gotta check this out. Do you like being a woman or both? So we don't know about this. So it might go back to that time. I did tell somebody, I said, well, if it go to that time, then come on and get me then. If it go to that time where all the women just desperate, we looking for somebody. I'll be like, I just gotta be one of them. But I hope you don't get to that point. But when the food shortages come, we don't know how to hunt and all this kind of stuff. I'm happy to find somebody. Somebody you just so we gonna be struggling out here, us single women and all you men and all us single women, and it's only a few of you heterosexual males out there. So we just gonna be out there just stuck. So we gotta be the seventh, eighth wife to some of you guys, huh? Put let's see. It's not smart to do. Sometimes we know. Yeah, that's right. A big love. I've never seen that, Gutter. But not you freaky, but not that freaky. Okay, too many diseases out there. It wouldn't be a smart thing to do. Lionel, I'm telling you. But I'm just like, shoot, times get hard. Desperation might take place. So we got to make some changes. We got to make some sacrifices. But I told this one man, I said, well, push come to shove. Come on and get me. I'm ready. But I said, things actually have to be, I guess, really, really bad for me to do that. So, yes, indeed. But I had a great time. We sit up here. Yeah, you got to get an AI. Oh, hell no. I don't want no AI. I don't want no robot. I need a human with flesh and blood. So I don't need no AI, honey. Mm-mm. We ain't doing that. But I appreciate you guys for coming through, showing me some love. Like I said, this was a new kind of thing for me to do today. I wanted to, go on here and yeah, just kind of do this live, and I might do this again. I really actually enjoyed it. Next time I might not put it on. Well, it's a lot of weirdos that um come through here, so that's why I put it on subscribers only. Because I'm like, or you have to subscribe. Because I'm like, I don't need your weird self coming through here with your foolishness. Because one guy was looking at my lip gloss, talking about you making me hard right now. I'm about to bust. I was like, delete and block. You're a weirdo. Don't come over here with that foolishness. Some things we just keep to ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was real weird. He was looking at my lip gloss and my titties, and he was just about to lose his mind. So I was just like, lose your mind and go on away from here. Go on now. Go on. But anyway, love y'all to Reese's Pieces. Thank you guys for helping me reach my goal. I hope you guys had a fun night because I did. Like I said, I got a little of this, and I think I drunk or drank. Was which one? Drunk. I don't know. Responsibly. I can't do proper English right now, but I had a good time. Hope y'all have a good weekend. The rest of the weekend. Sunday is the last day of the weekend. Then Monday, thank God, I'm still out for summer break. Grace and blessings to you, friend. And like I said, thank you so much for coming through. I'm finna, yeah, unfortunately, high cheekbones. hmm It's in my family. So I'm going to get me some rest. I had a great night. So love you to Reese's Pieces. Thank God I didn't have anything in my tea. I was looking at that. I was like, okay, thank God I don't have nothing. Thank God I didn't have nothing in my tea. Love y'all to Reese's Pieces. I will talk to you later. Bye. And if you haven't subscribed, like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye. Let me figure out how to get the hell up out of here. Let me see. If not, I'm gonna be going to sleep and y'all still. Oh, here it is in stream. Thank you. Bye bye. Let's see.